this was another wonderful chapter on purpose and perseverance. And it's things that we teach, and I really resonate with it. And I want to share this life lesson that you have in the book, Mello, and you say,
Yes.
when you align with your purpose and vision, you can stay motivated and energized to persevere towards your goals, no matter how challenging life gets. I just want to tell you that that is personally true for me. I was in a previous life, in banking and retail, and I'm 58, right? So just to put it in a timeline, and when I was almost 30, I think I may have shared this with you, Mello. I was really depressed and said to my wife, I can't do this anymore. Like we were
Mm.
managing our own retail shops, and um, and I said to her, I think I want to try teaching, because that's what I was thinking about when I was a 16-year-old. And so I actually went into teaching as a 30-year-old. And I know this sounds a little weird, but I just need to say that when I went into teaching, it's almost like everything opened up for me.
Mm.
I actually went to university to do my education degree, but I didn't complete senior schooling. I didn't know how to write an essay. I had to start from the very beginning as a 30-year-old,
Mm.
but I was really motivated, and I was energized throughout it. And I
Wow.
noticed that there were coincidences and synchronicities and situations that just happened, that opened up doors for me, and my life seemed to, I don't know how you would describe it, but be much more in flow when I was aligned with my true purpose and vision. So just wanted to share
Yes.
that with the audience. And I know you have wonderful experiences and stories around that too.
So your banking and finance wasn't your true purpose.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, it's hard to find. Well, you can find purpose within that, but
Yeah.
sometimes there's always
For some people, they can for sure.
that. That's right, exactly. And it is about really, finding that deeper why. And sometimes that deeper why you do what you do. Sometimes we just go through the motions. I often ask in my seminars, and I share this. If I ask you the question actually, and I ask everybody out there today that's listening to this, could you run a full marathon tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.?
No.
Why not?
Oh, I've never done it. I haven't been prepared. I haven't trained for it. I've got a lot of excuses.
Yeah, yeah. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm talking 6 a.m. Go
Yeah.
for a full marathon. No. What
Right.
about if we added some purpose to that? What about if I hate to say this, but you're someone you love, your daughter, your loved one is unwell, not well, and at the end of that marathon, there's a magic potion that's going to actually help her and fix her, and she'll be cured forever and not have that problem anymore. Could you run a marathon tomorrow morning?
I'm going to say yes, because I don't know what's going to stop me.
That's it. Exactly. That's the purpose. So exactly that. So we all we did was add a purpose to that mission to
Yeah.
run that marathon, and it just changed things. And no matter what you do, you'll give it a shot, right?
Yeah.
You'll give it a go. So as
Yeah.
soon as we add purpose to it, we add that magic ingredient to it, then we, are driven to achieve and to do what we need to do to that. So, and it doesn't mean it has to be the biggest purpose in life either. It doesn't mean you have to change the world or, save the planet or whatever it is. It can just be your purpose. So finding your deeper why you do what you do. Often when I'm coaching people in the coaching environment that I work in, people are chasing the next raise, promotion in their job to be a general manager of a company. And I ask the question, why? And if the answer that they come back with doesn't really align with their purpose,
Right.
I'll keep digging. I'll keep sort
Yes.
of digging to sort of find their deeper why. So, and once we find that deeper why, and I feel, that's sort of that's where we want to be. That's that alignment with purpose. That's the deeper why. Then, I'm happy with that sort of, so we can move through that. Because if it's just to make more money, or if it's just to get that promotion or that title, chances are it won't have legs. It won't continue to do that, because you just chase the next title and more money and the next extrinsic motivator that keeps you going. But your
Right.
deeper purpose and why is not being fulfilled.
It's remarkable how a lot of us are not even in touch with that. And so, just one thing here, everybody, is if you're not familiar and you haven't spent time to even consider you may want to just sit with that simple question: what's
Mm.
why?
Yeah.
What's my reason for being? Right now, I know I've had people say I don't have one. And I'll say, okay. I mean, I actually think there is one. They're just not in tune with it. They're not recognizing it. I think it's there. I think it's in. I believe it's in everybody.
Yes.
You may not be aware of it. I would just recommend that we spend some time there.
Yeah, and if it aligns with their values, that's a good place. So
Yeah,
I also ask the question, what are your top three values? And
yeah,
many people can't answer that off the top of their head. But
right,
once we dig deeper and sort of understand those values, it might be family, it might be
right.
love, it might be connection, it might be compassion, all these things that we can have as our values.
Yeah,
So if your deeper why aligns with your values, then you're on the right track there.
yeah,
And so it's usually a value alignment in that way. So maybe for example, that person wants to be a general manager, because if you sort of go through, I do an exercise called the five whys. So
it's a
basically, it
great
goes through
exercise.
sort of five questioning periods, and by the time you get to the fifth or sixth why, depending on what it is, if that aligns with the values. So, for example, that person wants to be a general manager. If we go down the track there, and the reason they want to be that is because they want to support their family and give their children the best education possible, and that aligns with their values of families, they're high on their values, then we're
Right,
at the right place.
right. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. No, and I have my great friend Steve Wells. That a lot of the audience who may be part of the accidental counsellor community, he actually runs he does lots of workshops around this, a values intensive workshop, and yeah, it's just really great work. So
Mm.
really great chapter there. I love the five whys, Mello, in that we have